Right here on thebigvitobrand.com. And I think, what's the Patreon these days now, Vito? Patreon.com/BigVMafia.
Yeah. That's
Big
it,
V
Big
Mafia.
Vito Mafia.
All right. I'm trying not to get confused. What's up, man? What's going on?
Everything is good. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I know today was football. It'll be showing tomorrow. We had a lot of highs and lows. Tom Brady and the Bucks. What a game. I watched the second half. The first half, I missed his 4 touchdowns. The second half, there's nobody who's going to beat the Bucks this year. I'm telling you. I am telling you it's not going to happen.
Dude, they're a deadly team. But we'll be talking about that, I'm sure, on Men of Business this week.
All right. We have a lot of things going on. Hold on a second. Newsflash coming from the producer.
There's a newsflash. You're good.
I'm good? All right. No newsflash from the producer.
If you want to tell TikTok that you're a real human being.
Hold on. TikTok news. How's it going, TikTok people? How you doing, TikTok people? It's the BIGV from the LOG coming to you live, baby, live. We are doing Getting Color right now. It's live with my man, Virtue. And catch us on Twitter. Catch us on Patreon. Catch us everywhere. We're the height of the night. We're dynamite out of sight. Catch it.
Tell them you're real.
I'm real.
They don't think this is really you.
I'm here. Listen, I'm doing the show, guys. Peace out. I'll talk to you later. All right. Go ahead, Birch. What's going on?
All right. Well, the main event tonight is going to be the plane ride from hell discussion. So
yes, that is a lot of stuff.
Stay tuned. Before we get to that, we got some happenings from WWE. So we want to get Big Vito's thoughts on some of these things. So the first thing is on Monday Night Raw, Big E cashed in his Money in the Bank contract. Now, Bobby Lashley faced Randy Orton in the main event, successfully defended the WWE title against Orton.
Yes, he did.
Then after the match, they did a thing where he tweaked his knee, and guess who comes cashing in? Big E. The match starts, and he becomes WWE champion. So I just want your thoughts here on Big E, the way they did that. They're trying to pop some interest against Monday Night Football. Bobby Lashley obviously looks like he's going to be still facing Goldberg at Saudi Arabia. And the weird thing is, Vito, a month or so ago, Goldberg's like, I don't need a title on the line for this match. And, of course, they take the title off of Lashley, and now Big E has it. So what's your thoughts on how this all transpired?
Okay. Now, a lot of people didn't like the fact that Goldberg is still being used in today's wrestling form. The problem is that the WWE does not have enough star power to produce interest in our market today. So when they did the angle with Bobby Lashley and Goldberg and they set it up, kudos to WWE for thinking 3 and 4 moves ahead. So this way they could put this plan so Goldberg doesn't look like a mush or a lush. They used the sun, everything good. Okay. Let's go to Bobby Lashley first. I thought he had a successful championship run, something that was way overdue, right? Now, you don't become champion, don't become great overnight. It takes a long time. It took Bobby Lashley longer than expected to hold the title. He needed a little polishing. But once he got there and he had MVP, it looked great, okay? Now, you take Big E. Now, Big E has been on the singles run. He's been the tag team champion. He's with the New Day. Everything is great with him, okay? Now, there's a guy who we have to watch because being in a prestigious place, like being the world heavyweight champion, you don't learn it overnight. You have to you learn it over weeks, days, and months, how to carry yourself, how to act. It's very different when you're the face of the company. Now, a lot of people out there, and everybody knows we're just getting color. This is an opinion. This is not anything. And especially me. I'm friends with everybody. I love everybody. Everybody's my brother. You know what I mean? But a lot of people in the WWE, now, Virtue, you've seen this. When they go, okay, it's an African American against African American. They put them together, right? What's going on? How come it's not an Asian against black, a white against Chinese? And like they always say, it's a grouping. Okay.
Mhm.
The thing that you have to watch now is how they're going to position Big E. Now, everybody follow along. I met him one time. I thought he was a hell of a nice guy, nice kid. He is a great, great athlete, power, charisma, and he did great with the New Day. This is a new venture for him, just like for Kofi Kingston, right, Virtue? So when you look at it, is this going to be a transition period for where Roman Reigns comes over to Raw and then he has to face Brock Lesnar first to drop the title? Then Roman Reigns comes to Raw to fight Big E and win the title and take it off him. Does this mean Big E is a transition champion? I don't know if anybody looked at it like that. A couple of our adversaries, like on Twitter, and you follow everybody like Duke Bennett and all the other people who are, representatives of the Black community, they take it as, okay, we're doing some great things. We're going to be pushed. They fight for women's rights and women's matches, right? And I'm a fan. You know what I mean? MVP, he's done a great job. Booker T and Stevie Ray, the first guys I met in WCW became boys. You know what I mean? So everybody's on a good thing. I just want to see everybody get ahead. I want to see everybody do good, have the longest run, and have successful careers. To me, color doesn't matter. And when people come out of context and they say this or that, I'm just saying Big E being champion with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar on SmackDown. Will there be a draft where Brock or Roman come back over to Raw and they might have to give the title off of Big E? What are your thoughts on that?
Here's what I think. Obviously, we're going to talk about Brock versus Roman at Saudi Arabia here in a little bit. But there will be a roster shakeup in October, I believe. I feel now that Big E is the WWE champion, he'll migrate back over to Raw, where the New Day's there, and then they can do their little thing again, except instead of Kofi being champion, now it's Big Day. Vince McMahon cannot get himself off that gimmick because it probably still sells merchandise, and they're trying to gear developing the kids at a younger age to like WWE. So when they become adults, when they become 18 to 49, that's their go-to when they think about professional wrestling. Look at NXT 2.0, Vito. It's that colorful rainbow color, New Day gear color.
Right.
It's all making sense. If I was a betting man, Big E might be transitional, which means, a couple months, whatever. He gets drafted to Raw with that title. That's what I think, with the New Day all staying over there. That's just what we'll have to wait and see.
And guys, here on Getting Color, on any show that we do, Men of Business, the sit down or anything we do, right? We always to give an honest opinion in how we feel. It's never a knock against nobody. We just talk about what's going on. I think the New Day has been a blessing to wrestling because when a time when we didn't have anything, whether it's pancake throwing and you're doing the unicorn with the rock, whatever, they're entertaining, they sell merch, they're doing good, plus they're lasting. Everybody forgets the Usos, right? They're Samoan, and they're doing a fabulous job. Roman Reigns, you know what I mean? So you got guys on top who are not, the typical homebred, but you go back to when Ron Simmons won the heavyweight title from Vader. That was a big thing. You talk about Booker T and the great Vince Russo commentary at the pay-per-view where I was in the room. Booker was one of my boys in WCW, right?
Bash at the Beach 2000.
Yes. And I'll never forget it. Hogan walks in. Hey, Vito, you mind if I share a dressing room with us? I says, yeah, Hulk's just me in here. I happened to find an empty dressing room. So I was like, all right, by myself. So me and Hulk are in there, and we're talking and doing our stuff. We're laughing. And I've been friends with Hulk since I was a kid in the business. And when he went out there, and Russo cut that promo because he wanted Booker T and Jeff Jarrett to make history. and whatever politics is in the back, it wasn't, anything. And I had the look of death on my face. I said, "Oh my God, here's my buddy Vince Russo. Here's my friend Hulk Hogan. Where do you go? Office thing." And I got to go look at Vince Russo. I'm peeking around the corner. Who's going to kick us? Vito? What the hell happened from the guys? Because they knew I was Vince is my boy. I went, and I'll never forget. I went to him. I said, "Hulk, what are you going to do?" He said, "I'm going to go home, brother. Everything is cool." I said, "Okay."